video, you will learn about the purpose of a responsible use procedure, the annual procedures and expectations for staff and for students, and what the RUP says about digital citizenship. A responsible use procedure is a set of guidelines that provides guidance on the responsible use of technology and technology resources in our district. The RUP describes a code of conduct that governs use by staff, students, and guests. It also describes use on district-owned as well as personal devices. This would include the use of personal devices in a BYOD environment, as well as the use of personal devices where that use might impact school activity. North Shore's RUP has several big concepts. One, it defines digital citizenship, which is a code of conduct for how we behave and work in a digital environment. It assumes that parents give permission for all the services we provide to their students unless they opt out of those services. It defines our protocols around internet safety and practices and the responsible use of technology. It also provides statements about how social media and other technology tools can be used for learning and that the technology department needs to approve the use of those tools. The responsible use procedure also describes copyright regulations and provides guidance around intellectual property for teachers. Finally, the RUP defines unacceptable use and describes possible disciplinary action when these guidelines are not adhered to. You can read the whole RUP at the URL listed on the screen here. A digital citizen is one who understands the human, cultural, and societal issues related to technology and practices legal and ethical behavior. A digital citizen also advocates and practices safe, legal, and responsible use of information and technology. A digital citizen is one who exhibits a positive attitude toward using technology that supports collaboration, learning, and productivity. A digital citizen is one who demonstrates personal responsibility for lifelong learning. And finally, a digital citizen exhibits leadership for digital citizenship. Staff, students, and guests of the North Shore School District are expected to strive to meet these goals and expectations for living, working, teaching, and learning in a digital and global community. Annually, students will receive grade-level appropriate instruction on digital citizenship and internet safety, educating them about appropriate online behavior, using personal portable devices at school, interacting with other individuals on social networking websites, cyberbullying awareness and response, and other relevant topics. Annually, all staff must sign a responsible use and internet safety agreement or take an online responsible use and internet safety course prior to using the network. Staff must sign off on the responsible use procedure as part of their annual contract renewal. Students receive digital citizenship education from their teacher librarian, and it is reinforced in all NSD classrooms. North Shore's RUP defines that students will have accounts and get training. The district will provide all secondary students and many elementary grades with free email service for educational purposes only. Annually, students will receive grade-level appropriate instruction on digital citizenship and related topics through our use of Common Sense Media's digital literacy and citizenship curriculum. It is assumed that parents grant their child the right to access the network and have a desire to have their child use the internet as an educational resource. Parents who do not want their children to have access and use the internet must sign and return the opt-out form that is made available to families annually. Families cannot opt out of select services such as Google Apps or Edmodo. It is all or nothing. Families and staff can read more about the tech opt-out process at the URL listed below. Staff and families are also informed about the tech opt-out process through the district website, through the Student Rights and Responsibilities Handbook, and through the annual printed calendar that is sent to all families. Online communication is critical to students learning 21st century skills. Social media, web-based or internet tools such as blogs, wikis, social networks, podcasts, email, and other internet tools offer an authentic, real-world vehicle for student expression. Staff using web-based tools shall be aware of the terms of use and privacy policies for those systems. Additionally, staff who want to use these outside resources with students shall obtain approval prior to use from the technology department. You can see a list of the approved tools and the review process at the URL listed below. Federal law such as SIPA, COPA, and FERPA, require that we protect student data, and this is why it is so critical that staff follow these procedures, especially for those students under the age of 13. The responsible use procedure says that work created by employees as part of their employment is considered property of the district under the terms of work made for hire. The district owns any and all rights to such work, including any and all derivative works, unless there is a written agreement to the contrary. All work completed by students as part of the regular instructional program is owned by the student as soon as it is created. This concludes a brief overview of the responsible use procedure for the North Shore School District. For more information, you can watch the other videos in this series, you can visit our digital citizenship website, or you can have a great conversation with your instructional technology coordinator.